this is this. I'm just so grateful. One, that she said yes to come in to pour into you all, and you all will absolutely love this woman. And our mama is sitting right there, and because the reason that heaven forbid, when the good Lord takes me, the reason my son, I will never have to worry about him, is because of the things she's taught me. She has impacted so many lives. Myra recruited me to KW about 7 years ago and gave me a chance to launch a brokerage with a model that was actually not proven to launch in a small territory, but she's the one that believed in me. Like, if I look back, she was the one that took the chance on me when a lot of people weren't taking the chance on me. And so I will forever be grateful for that. But she's taught me so much. She's taught me when I didn't need to buy that BMW because I needed to put that money back. She's got, I mean, you really do. And, you know, the great thing about Myra, and I could go on and on and on, is Myra does it because she loves you. She loves people. She doesn't want to even gain anything personally from it herself. It's that she genuinely wants to help realtors be wealthy. She is an RPAC Hall of Fame, which if you are in RPAC, get an RPAC. That means a lot. She's been president of her association in Denton, Texas. She's a Kentucky girl from Campbellsville, a Chihuahua mom. She married her husband for Rick, so I have no clue how long. But the cool thing about Myra is her real estate career really didn't take off until she got into real estate in 33, and her real estate didn't really take off until she was like in her 40s. She had done 100 homes, but she started to scale. So I say that because a lot of times you hear these 20-year-olds or you hear these 30-year-olds, like, it can happen at any time of your life, and it happens really fast. Like, I saw her scale in 5 years when I was under her leadership, and opening offices and recruiting agents. She took one of in Keller Williams, she took one of the worst performing offices in our region that was making negative profit and made it a $1 million market center. $1 million, meaning that's what owners took home, which is huge in our world. So anyways, her expressive real estate portfolio, y'all are going to learn so much from her. Like, I could read all of this, but she's going to do it. She's going to show you. So please welcome to the stage, Myra Oliver.
Woo! Lordy mercy. Kellyanne had to get me crying before I even started. Thank you, Kelly. Oh, it is great to be with you guys. Thank you so much for having me. My passion is helping people build wealth. And here's why. You know, we all think we got to make a lot of money, right? We all have been trained. We watch Instagram, we watch Facebook, and look at all those rich people. Well, do you know there's more blue-collar millionaires than there are white-collar millionaires? And it's about saving your money. It's not about how much money, and let me figure this out. Here we go. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep, right? And are you buying assets that throw you off a passive income? Because someday you might not want to sell real estate. I know that's hard to believe, but I'm going to tell you, someday you may not. And won't it be wonderful when you can sell real estate because you want to, not because you have to? Right? Are y'all all in? All right. I know y'all had some of that good, was that hot chicken or something like that? All right. I hope those carbs, I'm going to keep you going. Here we go. What path are you on? Are you going towards wealth? Or are you going towards debt? It's a great question. You need to ask yourself. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's good debt and there's bad debt. Okay? And good debt, buy some investment properties. I bought my first house at 20 years old. I still own it. I paid $35,000 for that house. That house is worth about $300,000, $275,000. It was probably $350,000 last year. Woo! All right? I'm making $12,000 a year on that house. And my money, when I talk money, you guys, let me just let you know, because y'all see so much Instagram and TikTok, and it's a little inflated, so to speak. So when I talk money, I talk net money in my pocket. The rent's $1,500 a month, but I net $1,000 a month. Because if you're not taking it home to your family, it doesn't matter how much money you make. And I coach realtors, so I know a lot of realtors. We like shiny things. And so I just really want you to know, the wonderful thing about real estate is it gives you an opportunity to make as much money as you want. Woo! My mom and my sister are sitting here with me today. Both school. Yeah, show them some love. Both school teachers. Guess what? The Kentucky independent school system told them what they were worth. Right? And they were worth way more. My mom got a real estate license. How old were you, Mom, when you got your license? 60, maybe? Woo! Became a top producer in her town. Boom. All right? So just remember, it's the actions you take, right? Elias told us about that. It's the actions that you take. So are you going to go towards wealth or debt? There you go, you guys. There you go. It's a decision. Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm going to figure this out, and I'm going to be dangerous. Okay. Where you are today is a result of the decisions you made 5 to 10 years ago. Where you're going to be in 5 to 10 years is a result of the decisions you make today. You're sitting here today and you've got a lot of decisions to make, right? On where you want to go, what you want to do with your life, and where you want to take your business. Well, let me just tell you this. You are this far away from getting everything you want. It is all right here. I love what Kelly says. I got a Kentucky high school education too. Woo! I'm going to tell you what. Thank you, ladies. That school system's working out pretty good in Kentucky for some of us. Right? We're taking it because you decide what you want. Nobody can tell you what you can or can't do. You can be, have, and do whatever you want. So if you don't leave here with anything but that today, that's powerful. Because when you decide you're going to take the steering wheel and be in control of what you want in life, everything changes. I feel like Jay Pitts. I'm very lucky. I was raised a wonderful mom and dad that always told me I could be anything I wanted to be. So if you're raising children, it is crucial you're doing that for them. It's crucial. You're setting them up for success. And that's what I'm grateful for. So just remember this when you're making those decisions. How do you define financial freedom? Let me just tell you, it's different for everyone. Some people, it's a $5 million beach house, it's the Lamborghini, it's all these things, and that is fine. You're going to have to work a lot harder, right? Some people say to me, really, I just want my house paid for, my car paid for. I'd like to have some passive income streams that will pay my essential living expenses. I don't want to trade my time for money. I want to do it faster. So I'm going to have less expenses so I can do it faster, right? And so here's the deal. Financial freedom comes in all different sizes, forms, shapes. It is based on you. You decide. Stop letting other people tell you what you want to be and what you need to have to be successful. I'm going to tell you, being debt-free can change your life. Whatever that looks like for you. But I'm going to tell you, we all go to work to pay our house payment, to pay our car payment, and to pay any of our bills we have. So what happens if your house is paid for, your car is paid for? What happens for you? Then you again get to work because you want to work, not because you have to work. So just remember that you decide. This is your life. Quit letting other people influence you on what you want to be in life. Decide. I coach several people, and one gal I coach makes $50,000 a year. She has a job, I like to call that just over broke, because she's employed and somebody else tells her what she's worth, right? None of us in the room, we don't have jobs. We're entrepreneurs. We determine our worth. So she's limited on what she can make without a side hustle. So she takes that and she pays her house off. She's paid her car off. All of her stuff's paid for. That is financial freedom. I got another gal I coach who makes over $1 million a year selling real estate, and she spends $1 million too. I don't know if y'all know about this. That's a deficit. We call that a $200,000 deficit every year. Okay? So who you think's more free? My $50,000 a year girl or my $1 million a year girl? You got it. So remember that story, okay? I think it's important for you to remember that. Okay, there's 2 ways to financial freedom. 1, you reduce your spending and expenses. 2, you make more money. Go get a side hustle, right? So I tell people all the time, what's your passion? That should be your side hustle. This, I stand here before you today doing my side hustle. Down Home Money is my side hustle. My brokerage did over $772 million last year with 221 agents. I got 5 of them sitting over here. Hey! I got some go-getters right over here. I got them. And so I just share this with you because it's so important. If you're not making enough money, go do some more lead gen. Make more money, but do this for me. Don't allocate it towards the Gucci belt. Let's allocate it towards some investments. Let's allocate it towards a down payment for your future self, because that's what this is about. Build passive incomes for your future self. All right, let's talk money. Sometimes the room gets a little cold when we talk money because nobody wants to talk money. We like to talk GCI. Oh, we talk the GCI. Woo! Man, we can talk some GCI. And then I'll ask, well, what did you make last year? Oh, let me tell you about my GCI. And I'm like, no, I'd like to know what you took home to your family, because that's what counts. All right, look, and this is why I have to show you this to you, because isn't it this incredible, you guys? Of those earning $250,000 or more, 36% said they live paycheck to paycheck. Right? Can you believe that? And that's 5 times more than the median income. Right? And look over here, 61% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's why we got to talk about money. That's why you've got to quit spending money that you do not have. Credit cards are kicking our butts. I mean, right now, some credit cards are 28%. And then they're complaining about a 7% interest rate for a home loan. Hello? But they're going and spending 27% on a credit card to go buy a new purse. Y'all, that purse, y'all gonna have it in the garage sale next year. It's gonna be out there, and you might get $5, which will make you holla, because you paid $300, right? Am I right? Okay, I'm bringing it to you. I'm bringing it. Wake up. Wake up, hot chicken. Here we go. Here's your reality. Here's your reality right here. Okay? I'm bringing it to you. 8.8% of the population are millionaires, which leads me to think 91.2% are not. I guess that 8% all got Instagram accounts. What y'all think? Or they're TikToking, right? Okay? Because they all look like they got a lot of money. But I'm just here to tell you today, these are the real numbers. I became a millionaire at the age 33. And it was from doing haircuts. Oh, listen, I'll tell you any of this to impress you, but I just want to impress upon you. And Kelly, you know, I use my line. I want to impress upon you. See, she's a good student. I just want you to know that I did it on doing $5 haircuts, okay? Because it's not how much money you make. It's what you keep. I bought my first rental property at 20 years old. I built a portfolio. Right now I have 8 figures in real estate, all paid for. Again, I say this because this is what saving your money does. I was a millionaire at 33 years old. Okay? So this is what saving your money does. And you've got to understand that. Because what's happening, people in their 20s and 30s, they're watching all the influencers. And listen, my generation and my mom's generation, we kept up with the Joneses. Woo, the Kardashians, woo! Man, they're going to cost you. Okay? They're going to cost you. You're paying for all that fine stuff they've got, and you can't keep up, so stop. Okay? Because it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you your freedom. Okay? It's going to cost you your freedom. So remember that. 8.8%. All right. The $1 million question. So who wants to be a millionaire? Here's what you got to get control of. Let's do it. I love it. I got one in the back. Listen, I'll give you a one-on-one later on, bro. I got you. How do you get started? Prepare and work off a budget. I know it's not sexy. There ain't nothing sexy about a budget. But I'm going to tell you what, you'll get to be sexy. You'll get to have all those fancy clothes and you pay cash for them. You can live in the big house. I never tell you not to have things. I tell you to pay for things. You can have whatever it is you want. But you can't in your 20s and 30s start living in the big mansion, driving the fancy cars, and get yourself all so much debt that you can't move or breathe. Nor can you be a great parent when you're stressed about money. So know your net worth. If you don't know your net worth, guess what? It will not grow. My husband and I, on New Year's Eve every year, we've done this since I was, I guess in the mid-20s. We sit down and we do our net worth. We're not big parties. We're probably in bed before midnight, but that's okay. But we sit down and we do our net worth. And we've watched it. I can pull out the sheets. We just draw on a piece of paper. You don't have to be fancy with all this stuff. And we put our assets and our liabilities. And so I will tell you, if you will start spending time with your money will grow. Okay? What happens is we get so busy making it that we don't direct it. Did you hear that? We're so busy making it that we don't direct it. When you learn to direct your money, more money flows. You get to work because you want to work, not because you have to work. You get to work in your passion. You have assets that are throwing you off money. There is nothing better than mailbox money. If you don't have any, you need to get you some. And I'm going to teach you how to do that, okay? There's nothing better. Allocate money for building your future income. I think that's the biggest problem is we don't think about our future. And listen, Social Security, listen, it is not going to be there. It's not going to be there when you get there, guys. It's just not. Look at our government and the way we're spending money. That's not political, but it's not going to be there. So we'll just consider it as an extra little income stream, okay? We're going to build our retirement. Open a brokerage account. How many of you that are self-employed have a 401k or a SEP? Raise your hand. Yeah. Okay, anybody that is not, raise their hand, and it's because you're scared or don't know what you do. My friend Robin over here, she's in a red jacket because she came with some power. Bam! You get with her, and she will help you. You can do it yourself. I mean, there are companies you can do it yourself. But if you're scared and the fear is holding you back, how many of us have had fear that held us back? I think every room needs to go, a hand needs to go up, and I'm not even going to put mine down till all y'all's go up because you have to recognize it or it doesn't become reality, right? You got to recognize I had fear, I didn't do it. So what I'm going to tell you is that if you're scared or you have fear, you call her. She will help you because sometimes it takes that person that takes you where you need to go. You know, you don't have directions and you're like, you just are like, I don't know how to go or what to do. So what do? We don't do anything, right? So now we have somebody, a trusted friend of Kellyanne's too. Max out your Roth, your SEP, your 401k, and traditional IRA. Become a student of money. I will tell you, I spend 3 hours a day because I love it. I love the stock market. I never knew the stock market. COVID happened. I couldn't go to my 3 offices. I owned an office in Columbus, I owned an office in Northern Kentucky, and I owned one in Denton, Texas. And when COVID happened, I was like, oh, I'm bored. Because, I'm a doer. I guess y'all didn't know that. And so I was like, I'm bored out of my mind. What can I do and learn? I'm stuck here. I started studying the stock market. Boy, that's been beneficial for me. I don't know if y'all watch YouTube. I have a YouTube channel called Down Home Money. You know, the money thing. People are kind of scared of money. So I teach on it. I just show what I'm doing with buying dividends. And it's incredible what can happen. It has taught me about compounding. It has taught me about investments. And I study it. So I share that with you because you too should start studying money. Because you all work for it. Think about how many hours you spend working for it. Why would you not spend some time learning about what you can do with it? Right? We're all in real estate. How many people own rental property? Congratulations. All right. Number 8, pay off your credit cards. Pay off your credit cards. That and your debt is crucial. Because a lot of times you think you want to go bigger, 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 but when you say yes, 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 you're also saying no, no, no to other things. Right? Can I get some water? My bottle's empty over there. You're saying no to a lot of other things. So it's really important that you say yes to the things that are meaningful. Because once you say yes, and thank you so much. I knew you'd be a partner of mine in life. I knew that last night when you entertained our table. And I'm not even going to tell y'all all about that. No, because I think Glenda's got a surprise for you. Okay. All right. I want to show you what net worth looks like. This is what you're going to do. You're going to get you out a piece of paper. You're going to sit down with your spouse or your significant other, and you're going to draw a line. You're going to say assets and liabilities. Now, I want to share with you. Your assets, we need today's value. So when you look at your furniture, just know this. If it ain't going to sell on Marketplace, but for $200, but you paid $3,000 for that couch, it's $200 on the asset side, okay? Okay, because remember, your car is not an asset. I drive an 8-year-old car. It drives my husband nuts. He's like, please let me go buy you a new car. I think he's worried about what people think. I could care less. I can go buy any car at any dealership I want. It's like they don't have anything I want. I'm fine. I love my car. But we laugh about it because it's funny because when you have money, you tend to start wanting less things. You know, when I didn't have money, man, I wanted that big house. I wanted all kinds of stuff. And it's really interesting how your life changes. How once you have stuff, I really realized that success is phenomenal, okay? And it's great. But significance is where it's at. And I'm going to tell you, it's what you do with your money and how you make a difference with your family and friends and the people that you really care about. And so when you get this and you get real purposeful with assets minus liabilities, your net worth is the bottom line. It's you add all those assets up, minus out all your liabilities. If you owe your brother-in-law $300, it needs to be on the liability side. Okay? Right? As you laugh. That's what it's about. It's your liabilities. That credit card payment is kicking your butt. We got to get purposeful. What do you want in life? Do you want to have to work forever to 70, 80 years old? Because Social Security ain't going to be there, right? Or do you want to plan now while you're young and you have the energy to plan so that at a later date you can do whatever you want and live like nobody else, right? That's what it's about. Everyone can be a millionaire. And I'm going to show you how today. Every one of you in this room can be a millionaire. Now, it's going to take a little work. And we complicate money really bad. Sorry, y'all's allergy stuff here is kicking me. I got to get back to Texas. I may have to go to Arizona. Okay. All right. Everyone can be a millionaire simply by making a contribution to your retirement plan, a monthly contribution. Can every one of us do that? Okay, I got one guy. Elias, you and I, we're all in, brother. Seriously, this is what I find that people don't do. They don't make the commitment to do it. So what happens is they get later in life, and then the number gets too big for them monthly. You find the same thing? Yep. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Are y'all ready? I need to know, who wants to be a millionaire? All right. Well, first you got to open an account, okay? And again, if you're fearful, call my girl over here, Robin. Tax-deferred account. It needs to be in the tax-deferred account. If you watch my YouTube, you know that I also have a brokerage account, and I use my brokerage account. I'm building a dividend. I mean, I'm making over $200,000 this year in dividends. So that's a whole nother ball game, okay? But I'm talking about, if you're just getting started, we got to start right here. We're going to start at your IRA, your Roth, your 401k, your SEP. This is where we're going to start. So step 1, open an account. Okay. Step 2, what age are you? Whatever your age is. Somebody said, oh, I need to go over this side and talk to her. It's mind over matter. You don't mind, it don't matter. Age. Okay. Where are you at? Where are you at over here? If you're 20 years old, how many 20-year-olds blow $95 a month? Thank you for being honest. I just made you a millionaire. If you will do this one thing, if you will put it in S&P 500, an index fund, that amount of money, and depending on what your age is, by the time you get to retirement age, you will be a millionaire. And you ask, how do I know that? Because I did it, and I'm going to share that with you. But everybody get a good picture? All right, I just want to make sure, because here's the deal. The average return of the S&P 500 is from 1920, look at this, 11.88%. So that's phenomenal, right? So we're trying to hit 10%. Remember, this is cumulative over years. So like maybe last year, which wasn't really a great year, it might be down. But then you have years, it goes through the roof. So just know this is why you want to put it in the S&P 500. And you want to do like index funds or mutual fund. Okay, that's what you're going to put it in because you want the compounding effect. And people ask me all the time, what's compounding look like? Well, let me show you what compounding looks like. I give you a penny on day 1. Day 2, it's 2 cents, right? What happens a penny over 30 days? We're just adding a penny. Look at this, you guys. Look at the number down at day 30 with me giving you a penny a day and it doubles. That is what happens. That is compounding. And that's why you're going to find that you can put a little bit of money in and it compounds and blows up. Because here's what happens. With dividends, you're getting on some dividends come in quarterly, some dividends are monthly, but S&P 500 index is a quarterly and you're reinvesting. So they're giving you more shares and it just keeps reinvesting. Now you're getting paid on more shares. And then the next quarter you get more shares and now you're paid on more. Woo, this sounds fun. It's kind of like referrals. Okay, here's the 2 mutual funds that I have. I became a millionaire right here with the Vanguard VFIAX. It is a 500 index fund. It's a mutual fund. These are the accounts that I built mine on. And yeah, if you want to get a picture of that, that's great. And what a index fund is it's like a basket of funds. So you get to own Apple, you get to own Exxon, you own lots of things. So you're not picking one stock. And that's why people don't do it, because the fear of not knowing. You don't have to know anything. You get an index fund, you don't need to know anything. You don't have to be a stockbroker. You don't need to know anything. You buy index funds, and now you own a piece of all these companies. And I think sometimes people don't realize, I'm a stockholder in all of them. Me and Warren Buffett, we're just like this. We're sitting at the stockholder meetings. That's what you are. You aren't taking credit that you own stock in these businesses. Wow, that's powerful. And all of us in this room have that opportunity. How many of us are going to take it? This is what happened to me. 1998, I opened my Vanguard SEP retirement account, and I did $100 a month. $100 a month, consistently. That's the one thing people say about me. I'm very consistent. My behaviors are consistent. I did it every month. I had a guy sit in my barber chair. I was a barber, by the way. I like cutting men's hair. I don't know. Just saying. And so he sat in my chair and he told me, he said, young lady, he goes, what are you doing for your retirement? I'm like, I'm 20 years old. I'm never going to retire. And he said, you need to tell me about Vanguard and tell me to do it. And I did it. And look at this. In 2009, that account had $165,000. This shows you compounding. $165,991.23 was the value. In 2019, after 21 years, and then I started doing monthly heavy contributions because I started selling real estate. And I was making good money, and it's a SEP, so I was maxing my SEP out. It ended up being 1.136. If I had never done anything else, I'd have bought a Gucci when I couldn't afford it, and I drove a fancy car and did all these things. But I kept doing this. I'm still a millionaire. At least you're doing something to get to where you want to go. I think that is the important thing here. So remember this story, because I think that all of us don't realize, but you have the ability to be a millionaire. It comes with discipline. You got to be willing to do what others won't in order to have what others don't have. And sometimes we don't like delayed gratification, do we? None of us. I don't want to have to go on 6 listing appointments sometimes to get one, right? And then they won't call me back and I have to keep calling them. That delayed gratification, we want everything right now. Our society wants everything right now. That's not what this is. It's going to be a slow process. Just stick it on auto and go do your thing, and you will be a millionaire. Some people want it to happen. Some people wish it would happen, and others make it happen. Michael Jordan. There you go. I love it. Glenna said that to me last night. She said, I'm the Michael Jordan of real estate. I said, you go, girl. I'm the one of down-home money. All right. You got to do what others won't in order to get what others don't have. You guys can follow me on Down Home Money. I have a book out front. If you're interested, it's on Amazon. It's on Audible. If you don't like a Southern accent, I'd suggest not get it on Audible. Just saying, I read it. Thank you so much. All right. Looky there. Okay, do I have any questions besides how do I get signed up and get my account going so I can be a millionaire?
To Owensboro, and she was doing a presentation, and I was really successful in my business at that point, but my business was running me, and I left there, and ever since I know what a P&L is, I keep up with it every month, and all because she told me how important it was.
Yeah, show her some love. She came up to me a minute ago and she goes, do you remember me? I go, I sure do, because she's a rock star, a realtor. I know all the rock stars, especially in Kentucky. Just saying. And I was like, yes. And she said to me, she goes, that conversation, that's fabulous. Thank
Literally
you.
never even
That
knew
is
what it
why I
was.
do this. Honestly, you touch my heart. That is why I do this. If I can make a difference, that's way better than making money nowadays. Thank you. All right, anybody else? Going once? Oh, there she is. Throw that thing. Girl, okay, watch that camera. Here it comes.
Okay, so on the P&L, I just want to say, so years ago, Myra was my regional director. We were all the same company. And having conversations around money, especially with women, right? It's like been like kind of a stigma. It's rude. It's nasty. You don't talk about it. And so I met with so many agents, just agent after agent, and they were just making a shit ton of money, and none of them knew what to do with it, and none of them knew where it was going. And right? Anybody? And I cannot begin to tell you from the things that you taught me. To this day, I share that little baby P&L, that blank P&L. You remember that from years ago?
I still got
Business
it.
Planning Clinic. Yes, I still share it every single year. I cannot tell you hundreds of agents that I have helped because of what you did. I love you.
Oh, thank you.
You're changing lives, girl.
Where are we going? Where's that going? Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? Oh.
So, Mary, okay, I'm not even going to try, so I'm just going to, or if he's not paying attention, can Mama catch?
Myra, I'm like an Indiana version of Kellyanne, and Myra made me a millionaire.
Oh.
And I have personal goals of creating 50 millionaires, all because you inspired me. So thank
Girl, you inspire people every day. You guys, money's not complicated. We complicate money. Quit complicating money. It's how much money you keep. Let's do this. Oh, got one more over here. Whoa. Okay. Sorry. We just keep going.
By the way, you live in the best state possible, Texas. Born and raised, native.
Oh, there you go.
Kids, can you set them up for the
Yeah.
index?
Yes.
Set them up for life.
Yes. You can set your kids up and they will be millionaires before they hit 30. So you set them up, especially if you're we got one that's over here pregnant. Girl, let me help you. Okay? Start that $50 a month. As soon as the baby's born. Okay, good. You can do fiduciary. You be the fiduciary. Get with Robin. She'll set you up, get you fixed up, and make those kids millionaires so that they can make choices in their life. Because here's what money does for you. Money does not create happiness. Sorry. If you're thinking that's what it does not. Money gives you options. Money gives you options. Does not create happiness. I know a lot of really wealthy, sad, unhappy people. Okay? So just remember that. Money gives you options. Thank you, guys.
I'm unstoppable. I'm a version of